Goddesses, peace.
Chat. Alright, peace, goddesses. Peace. Thank you for, she said yes, right, yes. So peace and love. I'm Missy. I am the co-owner of Yoni Pearls. Thank you for joining us live. I try to go live every night, even though I'm a little tired tonight. But I know y'all need the information, so I'm definitely gonna put it out there. Hey, so we definitely gonna answer some questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. This is a judgment-free zone. We're not talking shit. We're not doing none of that. We're about healing. We're about answering questions. So thank you. I'm tired. We're all about healing. So thank you. If you're in Atlanta, go follow Tweet Love Hair. She does braids, very professional and very affordable. So if you got questions, feel free to ask your questions. Like I said, this is a judgment-free zone. So no worries, you're not the only one with an odor, with yeast infection, that has fibroids, a hysterectomy. You're not the only one, so feel free to ask your questions, all right? I can't wait to do my cleansing when it gets here. Yes, and just a few things. I'll just go over a few things to expect when you're cleansing. Keep in mind that there are side effects, and most of the side effects can be basically alleviated just with drinking the recommended amount of water. So when you're cleansing, make sure that you drink the recommended amount of water, which is taking your body weight, your total body weight, the number, cutting it in half, and putting that in ounces. Go to Google and put that number to ounces to gallons, and that way you'll have a good idea how many gallons of water you should be drinking while you detox. So just a few things. Expect the itching, because like the detox is flushing all of the bacteria, the toxins, and everything from your system. So you're gonna have some itching. That's just the bacteria passing through, so no worries. And the more water you drink, the less itching you'll have, because the water will be helping to flush all the bacteria and toxins and parasites through your vagina, out of your body. Also, watery discharge, that's totally normal. If you discharge while you still have the pearls in, that's a good thing. Yes, drink water the whole time that you're detoxing, from the day you insert it until your last day of detox, because you want to keep your body hydrated. And as any of you know, with any detox, yes, even after you pull them out, the whole time you should be drinking the recommended amount of water. Like I said before, it's taking your total body weight, cutting it in half, putting it in ounces, and you can use Google to convert that into gallons, so you can figure out how many gallons a day you should be drinking. No worries, love, I got you, okay? And let me just go back. And if you're just joining the live chat, if you have questions, feel free to ask your questions. You're not the only person that's had a miscarriage or an abortion. This is a platform for healing and women empowerment. So this is a negative, no negative zone. You know what I'm saying? So if you have questions, ask. And if it's too personal, you don't want to ask on the timeline, feel free to DM me, and I actually answer your questions as soon as I get off live. But if you do have questions that you don't mind asking, just general questions about the cleanse, about the detox, what to expect, things like that, feel free to ask. But also I want you guys to understand a few things while you're cleansing, and I really do want you to have a good idea of what you're doing as you're cleansing, just so you know you won't get worried when you have spotting, because you know that's a potential side effect. Or if you have itching, you will know that that's normal, because you're flushing bacteria and toxins through your vagina. So we did put together a guide for vaginal detoxing. It's called the YoniVerse. So when you go get your cleanse, make sure that you go get a copy of the YoniVerse too. It's an ebook. It'll come to your email. You can read it right from your phone before you even get your cleanse. That way you have a good idea. of what you're doing. It tells you what to expect. It tells you the ingredients. It tells you the do's and don'ts. It tells you how to use it. It basically covers the overall cleanse. So I really encourage y'all. I'm not just trying to make $5. I really want y'all to understand, and grasp the concept of the cleanse, so that you can understand what you're doing, and you can also get better detox results, because a lot of you aren't following the directions. Please follow the directions. They're included in your package, and if by some unfortunate incident that you did not get the directions, just DM me. I'll email you a copy of the directions. It's very important that you follow the directions. Like, literally, take the paper out, read the directions, like, follow the directions. That way you can have the best cleanse detox results that you can possibly have. That's very important. And there was another question. So, do you distribute for wholesale purchase? Well, we are working on independent distributors, because there are a lot of women that cleanse and that share their stories and have other women that want to cleanse as well, but they might not, necessarily be internet friendly or, know about Instagram and all of that stuff. So I am giving other goddesses the opportunity to, share the information, share the knowledge with other women. So we are working on a independent distributor program. So as soon as we have that put together, of course y'all be the first ones to know. We'll definitely put it out there, so everybody can cleanse, because this isn't just like something for me. This is something for every woman that has a vagina, because a lot of us, especially the ones on the IUDs, which I was having a conversation in the DMs with another goddess earlier, she had all of this dead tissue and mucus and all of this stuff coming out, and she only used one pearl. Actually, if you go down my timeline, I think I already posted it, but she didn't understand why she had so much dead vaginal skin cells and tissue. She didn't understand where it was coming from, and a big reason was that she had an IUD for 5 years, and then 3 years ago she removed it. So a lot of times they don't explain the long-term effects of birth control like IUD. A lot of you have said, well, I really didn't notice I had an odor until I had an IUD. Or since I had my IUD removed, I developed PCOS. So, I'm not knocking anybody that's, preventing pregnancy. Hey, it's your life, it's your vagina, do what you want with it. But this cleanse is very important for women that are, on birth control, especially IUDs, because you're manipulating your cycle. And what this cleanse will do will basically regulate your cycle and to help your vagina function properly. It'll remove, blockage, and even for the goddesses that are cleansing for infertility, if you can't conceive because you have tubular blockage, this is a cleanse that can help you. If you're somebody that gets, reoccurring BV or yeast infections before or after your cycle, this is a cleanse for you. If you're somebody that's suffering from fibroids or cysts, this is a cleanse for you. So, and also, what I really want y'all to keep in mind when y'all cleansing, if you don't have like a whole bunch of stuff come out of you, like the detox result pictures that I do share, do not be alarmed. Like, that's a good thing. 9 times out of 10 you probably just didn't insert the pearls far enough. But if you did the cleanse correctly, and you don't have like a whole bunch of dead tissue, you can't be upset about nothing coming out that's not there. So with that being said, there are other things, that are coming out of your vagina and that this cleanse is doing for you, other than making stuff come out your vagina. It does more than that. So if you don't have anything, expelled or released, if you don't have a whole bunch of skin and dead tissue, that's a good thing. Don't be blown. Don't be upset. That's a good thing. Like I said, you probably didn't insert them far enough. But like I said, I had one goddess, she cleansed and she didn't insert them deep enough and nothing came out. But when she did her second cleanse, she had, mucus and tissue and all of this other stuff come out. But 9 times out of 10, if you don't have anything come out, you didn't insert them far enough. And even if you did insert them far enough and you did the cleanse properly or correctly, then that's not a bad thing. Like, don't be upset, like, because you can't see the bacteria coming out. You can't see see the parasites coming out. So don't be alarmed. You can't see the pearls strengthening your uterus. You can't see the pearls regulating your cycle. So it does other things other than make stuff come out of your vagina. I really, really, really want y'all to understand that. And if you're just joining the live chat, if you have questions, feel free to ask your questions. You know, don't be afraid, don't be ashamed. Just, you know, type it in the comments, ask your questions. No worries. So yes, we are working on the wholesale distributor program where you could be an independent consultant or representative for Yoni Pearls. Probiotics and enzymes, can we take them while we're detoxing? Usually when you're detoxing, I really prefer you like not take nothing else if possible. But if you are taking other like probiotics or supplements while you are cleansing, I say start with one pearl for your first cleanse, just to see, you know, how your body reacts to it. I would definitely recommend that you use one pearl with your first cleanse, leave it in for the 3 days, and do the cleanse as normally. And then, you know, if all is well, then continue to cleanse, and then on the next time you can use 3 pearls. She said, I finally made it. I finally made what? Give me the juice. How long is the process? So basically it's a 9-day process, and the easiest way to remember it is 3 days in, 3 days out, 3 days until you can cleanse again. So basically the first 3 days you'll have either 1 pearl inserted if you have an IUD, or you have 3 pearls inserted for 3 days. Okay, so like I said, if you have an IUD, you can only use 1 pearl per cleanse because you don't want to loosen your IUD. But if you don't have an IUD and if you're not sensitive, you can use 3 pearls per cleanse. So the first 3 days, you're going to have your pearls inserted for 3 days. It's going to be some tingling. It's going to be some pulling, some cramping. And yes, you should be drinking the recommended amount of water during this time. And I know if you're not drinking the recommended amount of water because your detox results look dry. So I know if you're not drinking the right amount of water. So like I said, the first 3 days you'll have your pearls inserted, and then after those 3 days are over, you will be detoxing for another 3 days. Because some of you say, oh, I pulled my pearls out after 3 days, it was nothing on them, but you have a whole nother 3 days, when your vagina will actually start to detox and things will start to come out and you'll be expelling tissue and bacteria. So when you remove them, over the next 3 days, wear a panty liner, make sure you're drinking the recommended amount of water, and over the next 3 days, like I said, that's when all of, you know, the tissue, those are the detox result pictures that you see, that's over those 3 days. Okay, so 3 days in, 3 days out, and then you're going to wait another 3 days before you can cleanse again, or before you have sex. And you're waiting 3 days if you want to cleanse again, just to, you know, give your vagina a chance to finish that detox. And also you're waiting 3 days to cleanse again because you don't want to have sex and pass those bacteria and the toxins. You don't want to pass that to your partner. So you're going to wait 3 days, okay? So one more time, 9-day process. 3 days in, 3 days out, 3 days so you can cleanse again. So this is a 9-day process, okay? And if you don't have a cycle, if you're not sexually active and you're serious about cleansing, you can cleanse a max of 4 times a month. But if this is something that's new to you, and if you're sexually active, and you have a regular cycle, this is something that you would want to start off doing once a month until you can find, you know, a good flow that you can do it either 10 days before your cycle starts or 3 days after your cycle ends. So you just kind of got to find like a good flow that's good for you with your sexual activity, and keeping in mind your cycle as well. And if you're just joining the live chat, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions. Oh, and yesterday when I was on live, what happened was the iPad had went dead. And it was taking too long to charge up, so I had went to sleep. So I do apologize. I'm sorry about last night's live. It was cut short. But if you do have questions, if you didn't get your question answered yesterday, if you're new to the page and you have questions, feel free to just ask. Why the cramps? Oh, well, basically you'll have cramping because the pearls, they act as like a magnet, so they'll basically be attracting everything that's stopping the vagina from functioning properly, which is why if you have an IUD, you can only use one, because naturally, as the herbs are pulling, expelling everything that's stopping the vagina from functioning properly, your IUD would be one of those things. So it could loosen it and it could potentially pull it out. So you have cramps because it's kind of like, basically the easiest way to explain this cleanse is basically doing what your vagina does for your body naturally, minus the blood. That's basically what this cleanse is. It's helping your vagina to function properly, regulating your cycle, and it also clears your mood. So that's why you'll have the cramping, because you'll notice that you'll have a lot of tissue and dead vaginal skin, and this can be from your uterus. It can also be from your cervix, or it can just be from your vaginal walls and lining. So that's why you have the cramps. But usually if you're drinking the recommended amount of water, you won't have cramps and you won't have the itching. So I've had a lot of goddesses that follow directions and drunk the recommended amount of water and they didn't have any of the side effects. So make sure you're drinking water, but that's why you have the cramps. And if you're just joining the live chat, if you have questions, thank you for the love. And if you have questions, feel free to ask your question, okay? Thank you for helping Bree out with her math, honey. Yes, our goddesses, we stick together. After removing the pearls, can I go swimming? Well, you don't want to take baths and you don't want to go swimming, only because you want to get the best detox results. So, with swimming and chlorine and, you just don't want to mess up your detox journey. So I would say, wait till your 9 days is over before you have sex, before you take a bath, and before you go swimming. Hey, y'all mess up my light though.
My bad.
Okay. No, I'm too bad. Okay. Okay, and I really appreciate y'all being able to help each other out on the timeline, and thank y'all for sharing y'all stories and y'all detox pictures and encouraging our other sisters to cleanse and show them that there's nothing to be afraid of. Super easy. So thank you all for sharing, and thank y'all for working together and answering each other's questions. And the love and the support on this page is amazing, and I appreciate all of y'all. Give me a hug. I appreciate all of y'all. Okay. She said, I've been watching and following for a long time. I'm so excited that I get to place my order tomorrow. Yes! Cleanse that wound. Yes! Cleanse that wound. Okay. She said, what's in the pearls? If you want to see the full list of ingredients, just go to yummyyonipearls.net. And make sure when you're ordering that you're actually ordering from yummyyonipearls.net. And you'll know it's yummyyonipearls.net because it'll say it's your be your yummy is you. So there's been some confusion with a few people that have placed orders and they didn't order from me. So make sure that you're ordering from yummyyonipearls.net. You can always click the link in the bio as well. And sometimes the link acts funny, but make sure that you're shopping yummyyonipearls.net, not .com, .net, yummyyonipearls.net. So if you want to see the full list of ingredients as well as what each herb does for the vagina, just go over to the site. All the information is listed there. I just answered that question about the ingredients. She said I'll be the first to sign up. Yes, we're going to get that independent distributors. We're going to get it popping soon. So just give us a few. We're just trying to, foolproof it, make sure it's good. And, we want everybody to be informed and have all the good information that they need. So just give us a few. Bear with us. We're working as fast as we can. She said I need 10 cleanses. I'm assuming I have 3 fibroids. Well, considering that you have 3 fibroids, you definitely would have to cleanse at least more than 8 times. Because like we discussed on the live a couple of days ago, fibroids are just simply crystallized mucus. Basically, the mucus gets hard over time, and it stays in the vagina. And that's just a part of our vaginas not functioning properly, and that's basically where that comes from. And if you ignore it over time, the mucus, it can build up and it hardens. So that's what a fibroid is. But you would definitely have to keep cleansing, because I did have one chick that got mad at me because she was like, okay, I cleansed one time and my fibroid didn't fall out. And it's like, you have to cleanse, like, it's not like surgery where it's that quick, and it falls out and it's gone like that. This is a natural solution. So in order for you to solve your vaginal issues, and if you're serious about it, you have to continue to cleanse. I continue to cleanse just to keep my any dead skin tissue from building up, just to keep it fresh and yummy for the hubby. So this is something that you do have to. It's not just like you cleanse one time and all your problems are gone. You have to keep cleansing. DM me and we could talk about it though, definitely. If you're just joining the live chat and if you have questions, feel free to ask your questions. Don't be nervous or nothing like that. So, or don't be embarrassed. And if you don't want to ask on the live chat, feel free to DM me. Also, really quick, while I have y'all on here, shipping. Okay. When you order from the site, processing is 2 to 7 business days, and shipping is 2 to 5 days. I ship from Atlanta, so if you're in the South, you'll get your order, rather quickly. If you are international, it could take a few weeks to get to you. That's just international shipping. Also, when your order is done processing, you'll receive an order from the website saying, hey, your order is complete. Then you'll receive a second email from Pitney Bowes, which is who we ship through via UPS. You'll also get an email from them with your tracking number. It'll give you the estimated delivery date, where your order is being delivered to. It'll let you know when it's being delivered. So make sure that y'all checking y'all junk or y'all spam or y'all bulk email, because it does tend to go to those emails. So make sure that you're checking that. And when you do ask me about your order, give me your name, give me your order number, give me some kind of information. Don't be like, hey, want my order? I don't know. Who are you? I don't know who you are. So you have to give me some type of information. You have to give me a name, an email, or something. You have to give me something to look up your order with. And also, if you order like yesterday or 2 days ago, like, you won't get a tracking number that quickly. Like I said, processing can take 2 to 7 days. So it can take 2 to 7 days, business days, to get a tracking number. But we try to move as fast as we can. So usually your order shouldn't take any longer than a week or 2. So if you ordered in, like, say for instance, if you ordered in, like, what's this, May? What was before this? If you ordered a blind moment. If you ordered in April and you don't have your order yet, DM me, email me, contact me some type of way. Don't come on the timeline and be like, oh, I never got my order, I never received my order. So you need to DM me or you need to email me and let me know your name, your order number, so we can get the problem resolved. I don't do processing, so we don't do like deliveries or meetups or anything like that. I don't do the processing. So, and if you ever need to change your address, please make sure you DM me like ASAP, because if you have to go back and change your address, then you have to wait for your other order to come back, because it's a lot of scammers, like, and it ain't that serious. So actually it is that serious, but like I said before, check your email, your spam, your junk, or your bulk mail for tracking. Because a lot of times y'all be like, oh, where's, I didn't get a tracking number. And I say, did you check your email? And you say no. So check your email for a tracking number. And if you have questions, feel free to ask your questions. She said, what about PCOS? It definitely helps with PCOS, because with this cleanse and PCOS is going to remove that excess vaginal lining and tissue, that you have built up and that builds up due to your ailment. Also, it'll regulate your cycle. It'll make your cramps less painful. It'll make your cycle lighter. So it definitely helps with PCOS. And if you send me a DM, I'll send you a review from a few goddesses that are cleansing for PCOS, and I can send you their reviews, and and we'll talk about it. Let's see. One cleanse is 3 pearls, right? So when you order your cleanse, each cleanse is $19.99, and it comes with 3 pearls, because 3 pearls is 1 cleanse. So that's correct. Is it okay to use if you had a hysterectomy? Actually, it's ideal for you if you had a hysterectomy, because it will tighten, it will restore your natural balance, your natural moisture. It'll also remove any blockage left over from your surgery, and it'll also just clean you out, and it'll also refreshing, and it'll also get rid of any type of dead vaginal skin cells or tissue that you may have. So actually, it's ideal for you. And if you do decide to cleanse, I do recommend that you cleanse at least 4 to 5 times, just to because usually with a hysterectomy, usually there was some underlying issue that led to the hysterectomy. So the pearls will also help with that too. And if you just joined the live chat, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your questions. Don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. Let's see. So that's 6 days in total before sex. 9 days. Y'all always trying to cut it down to 6 days. No, it's 9 days. 3 days in, 3 days out, 3 days until you can have sex again. So that's a total of 9 days. 9 days. No sex. 9 days. No sex. Okay? 9 days. Will you have a yeast infection after all the waste come out? No, you will not. The cleanse heals yeast infection, so it won't give you a yeast infection. And in order to have the best detox results, you have to follow the directions, and you also have to make sure you're drinking the recommended amount of water, because if you're not, then the detox will sit there. But you need water to help flush it through your vagina, so it can come out. And a lot of you have said, oh, it slid right out as soon as I started drinking water, because your body needs water, your body needs to hydrate, and it needs help to actually flush those toxins and the dead skin out. So make sure you're drinking the recommended amount of water. So no, it will not give you a yeast infection, but it'll heal it though, and it'll remove yeast as well. Can you detox while your cycle is on? No, you cannot detox while your cycle is on. Either cleanse 10 days before your cycle starts, or cleanse 3 days after your cycle ends. And if you are cleansing because the cleanse does regulate. And if you are cleansing because the cleanse does regulate your cycle, and you start spotting, that's totally normal. Don't be alarmed. If you're just spotting, leave the pearls in. You'll be totally fine. But if you notice, the spotting becomes like a flow, and it's your actual cycle, then yes, remove the pearls, because like I said before, the pearls will help regulate your cycle. So basically, it's bringing on your cycle 9 times out of 10, because it's either heavy or it's irregular. So, but you cannot cleanse while you're on your cycle. I was just saying, y'all so cute together. He's just tired and being a baby. Give me sugar. He don't want to give me sugar, y'all. Is it better to detox before or after your cycle? Really, it doesn't matter. Either you can detox, like I said, 10 days before your cycle starts.
Wait. I don't want to give you no sugar. I just said I have a clothes on.
So you could say, come here and give me sugar.
So come and give me sugar.
How Hold on, y'all. I gotta give you some sugar. Hold on.
My apologies to whoever's
Alright. I got me some sugar now. Alright, so it really depends on you. Either you can cleanse 10 days before your cycle starts, or you can cleanse 3 days after your cycle ends. Just make sure your cycle ends completely, and don't cleanse if you feel like your cycle is going to come on in the next 4 or 5 days. Don't cleanse. Just wait. Be patient. I know women, we're very impatient, but be patient, okay? And if you're just joining the live chat, if you have a question, feel free to ask your questions. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. How do they unblock fallopian tubes? Well, basically, like I said before, the herbs are acting as a magnet. It's basically attracting anything that's stopping the vagina from functioning properly. So it does remove tubular blockage. And if you see in most of the pictures, a lot of the detox, when you see stuff like that come out, it's either from the tubes, from the uterus, from the cervix, or just from the lining. So it's giving your vagina an overall cleanse, even if you don't know your tubes are blocked, or if you're unsure if your tubes are blocked, even if your tubes aren't blocked, it's still gonna make sure your tubes are clear, and it's gonna clean out all of that. It's gonna expel all the bacteria and just give your vagina an overall cleanse, so we can get those babies. Okay. What if you have a short cervix? If you have a short cervix, no worries. Basically, when you're cleansing and you're inserting the pearls, make sure that you, when you insert them, which is easier for me to use the tampon or just get my husband to do it. But the easiest way for me to do it is with the tampon. But if you have a short cervix, no worries. Just make sure when you insert them that they're comfortable. You shouldn't, and that's the thing about the cleanse. Once you insert them, you shouldn't be uncomfortable. You shouldn't feel them. It's similar to a tampon. So once you insert them, you really shouldn't feel them. So a short cervix, no worry, girl. You can cleanse too. Okay. What's inside of the pearls? If you want to know the full list of ingredients, just go to the website. You can click the link in my bio, or you can go to YoniPearls.net. Make sure you're going to YoniPearls.net. And it'll show you the full list of ingredients. It'll also tell you what each herb does for the vagina. She said, how do you keep them in, like when you go pee or take a shower, or is there something, an applicator or something? You're actually inserting the pearls into your vagina, and you pee from your urethra. So it's 2 different holes. So you'll still be able to go to the bathroom as normal. You'll still be able to pee and stuff like that. So it's 2 different holes. Where you're inserting the pearls, that's not where you pee from. How do you explain the detox to your mate? Tell him at the end of the day, if you're having like any type of discharge or smell or anything like that, first of all, you explain to him that you're getting your vagina right, that you're cleansing your vagina. And second of all, trust me, let him know if the 9 days of no sex, it'll be well worth the wait, because a lot of you have noticed on your first cleanse, it tightens. So you'll be tighter, you'll be wetter, you'll be fresher. So explaining it to your mate, you gotta, sometimes as women, we can't worry about what the man wants. Like, no offense. What I'm saying is, sometimes you have to put yourself first, and he's going to have to understand that you're cleansing and that you need this cleanse in order for him to enjoy you better. So it's not called Yoni Pearls for no reason, okay? And just, do you feel like answering my question?
What's your question?
Just from a male's point of view, was the 9 days worth the wait?
It was worth the wait, and 9 days ain't too long.
Okay, and did you...
During the 9 days is ways that a woman can be creative to satisfy me.
Exactly. Like he said, you got a mouth and you got some hands. You better get creative, girl. Okay. Does it help with cervix problems? Well, it does remove abnormal cells from the cervix. So as far as like, you know, just DM me so we can, you know, if you don't want to talk about it here, just DM me and we can talk about it, because I don't know exactly what you mean, but I know that it does remove abnormal cells from the vagina. So if you have like an abnormal pap smear or something like that, if you cleanse like 3 or 4 times, you know, it'll cleanse all of that abnormal tissue from your vagina. And if you're just joining the live chat and you have a question, feel free to ask your question. Don't be scared or nothing like that. She said the pictures are frightening. Could it do damage to the structure? The pictures, I think that's a big part of the reason why a lot of women are scared or not scared, but more so intimidated by the cleanse, because the detox results can be a little shocking. When I did my first cleanse and I seen what came out of me, I cried. Literally, I was on the bathroom floor like I was crying because I couldn't believe that came out of me. It was overwhelming. Did you laugh at me? Anyway, so I mean, it can be overwhelming, but the thing that you have to keep in mind about the detox results, better out than in. That's where a lot of the vagina odor is coming from. That's where a lot of the abdominal pain, the heavy cramps, that's where a lot of our issues are coming from. So better out than in. Oh, hell yeah, I can't wait to let my baby see after the cleanse. Oh, yes, girl, he's gonna love it. Yes. She said, LOL, you're so great. Thank you. All we want to do when I study and I get the information, I pass it to y'all. Like every night on live, I'm sharing information. Y'all sharing information. We sharing information. Each one teach one. We gotta, you know, when I did this, I was like, oh my God, why isn't everybody doing this? Like, that's inside of your vagina. Get it out. Like, why isn't everybody doing this? So, I just want to share. I feel like I'm walking in my purpose. Matter of fact, I know I'm walking in my purpose. And anything that you don't understand, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, if you want a deeper understanding of what I'm talking about, if you don't believe what I'm talking about, the research is out there. The information is out there. We went and found it. Matter of fact, we found the information that we needed in order to give it to you guys, and we put it in an ebook. And it's a guide. It's only $5. It tells you what to expect, what comes out, why you should detox, the ingredients, the do's and don'ts. It's basically give you an overall overview of this cleanse and what to expect. That way, while your cleanse is being shipped, you know, you can educate yourself, you can inform yourself. You know, when other people ask you about it or when you talk about it, you'll know what you're talking about. So if you want to go get the YoniVerse, which is the ebook about vaginal detoxing that we published and put together, it's on the site, YoniPearls.net. Just click the link in the bio. And it's the ebook. You can read it straight from your phone. She said, as long as you're in a real relationship, that man will understand and take the pleasure to another level. Yes, and it does. This cleanse does take the pleasure to another level. And it does increase libido. It does increase natural moisture. And a lot of you have said like, oh my God, I want to have sex, but you can't. And I know it's a struggle because it makes you horny. It does. That is what the cleanse do. Y'all not tripping. Y'all not being extra. It does increase your sex drive, but you cannot have sex. It sucks. I know, but you're cleansing. I'm about to do another, yes, man eater, my cleansing goddess, peace and love. She said, no, I'm scared. Well, there are other, the goddess above you, she's in her second cleanse. I think her second or third. No, I think she's in her second cleanse. And there are plenty of goddesses who are in their 4th cleanse, their 5th cleanse, even their 8th cleanse. So, you know, I don't put pressure on anybody to cleanse. It's totally your choice. You know, a few people, they sit back and lurk on the page for a little while before they order or they decide to cleanse. But it is what it is. It's your vagina. If you want to cleanse, if you don't want to cleanse, it's totally up to you. So informative and transparent. I keep it 100 done, okay? You're welcome. So nothing came out of me when I did mine. Should I do another? But my heaviest cramps were after the cleanse, truthfully. Well, in that case, then that's probably just a react of your body being dehydrated. You probably weren't drinking enough water. And if anything didn't come out of you, like I said early in the cleanse, 9 times out of 10, or early in the live, 9 times out of 10, you probably didn't insert them deep enough. So send me a DM. We'll talk about how you inserted it, and all of that stuff. And like I said before, this cleanse does not just make stuff come out of your vagina. There is stuff coming out of your vagina that you can't see, like bacteria, parasites, toxins. There are things coming out that you can't see with your eyes. So just like I said earlier, if you don't have a whole bunch of tissue with blood clots and all of this extra stuff coming out, don't be upset. That doesn't mean the cleanse didn't work, because you can't see the herbs strengthening your uterus. You can't see the herbs regulating your cycle. You can't see the herbs doing a lot of things. So don't think that just because nothing came out that the cleanse didn't work for you. 3 things. How can I start selling it? Well, like I said earlier, we're working on an independent distributor consultant program. So just give us a few weeks. We're still putting it together. As soon as we have it together, we'll definitely put it out there so you ladies can share and y'all can make some money in the meantime. And at the end of the day, this is about healing. It's about healing the future. I mean, that's where babies come from. Isn't that important to heal and cleanse? That's important, okay? I can't wait to order mine. Pcos and 17 fibroids, heavy flow. I feel so blessed to come across this. Just when you think all hope is lost, here you are. Peace, goddess, and start cleansing ASAP. And a lot of goddesses have noticed, even if they don't have heavy cycles, that it does help with their cycles. It's less cramping, because now as I've started my journey a couple months ago, when my cycle comes on, it's just discomfort. It's like no serious cramping or anything like that. And I don't have PCOS or anything like that, but I do know that this cleanse works. And after I get off live, what I'm gonna start doing is just posting mad reviews, mad testimonials, y'all extra reviews with things that y'all are saying, so y'all don't just have to believe it from me. Thanks. I'll be ordering another one. Yes, cleanse that room. And if you just joined the live chat, and if you have questions, feel free to ask your questions. What was it? Feel free to ask your questions. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed or anything like that. And I just want to reiterate again, like, if you don't have anything come out during your detox journey, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. 9 times out of 10, like I said, you just didn't insert them deep enough, or you just didn't. And it's really important for y'all to have the best detox results that you follow the directions. Like I said, every package comes with directions. Pull the directions out and really read them. Like, really pay attention to what you're doing, because I had one goddess who, forgot to unravel the strings before she inserted them. And, things like that, they worry me, because now I'm just thinking about, oh my God, like, I have to, when y'all detox, I care about your detox. That's why I asked you, keep me posted, send me your pictures. How do you feel? What's going on? Because I really want to know. I care about your detox journey. I'm not just trying to sell you a product. I'm trying to actually help you cleanse and heal. That's the important part. How long do you keep the detox in? Well, basically, you will be inserting 3 pearls, which is 1 cleanse for $19.99. You'll be inserting 3 pearls for 3 days. Okay, and over these 3 days, you'll feel some pulling, you'll feel some cramping, you'll feel some tingling, you might experience discharge. Oh, thank you. I really do care. For real. It's a Gemini thing. I really do care. So for 3 days, you're going to have them inserted. You're going to experience some cramping. You're going to experience some tingling or pulling sensation, as y'all have been calling it. So that's totally normal. And then after your 3 days, and the easiest way to remove them, because I know it does tighten, it makes that thing real tight. The easiest way to remove them is to squat and gently pull them out. So just to squat as low and as comfortable as you can be, and just gently pull them out. That's the easiest way to get them out. And then after you remove it from that 3 days, over the next 3 days, you might detox a little, you might detox a lot, you might detox only in the first day, you might detox on the last day. Every vagina is different. But over those 3 days, remember, because you had them inserted for 3 days and then you removed them. So now for the next 3 days, that's when you're going to see the bacteria, you're going to see the yeast, you're going to see the mucus, the blood clots. You're going to see all of those things coming out of you. And it's very important, even though you're supposed to drink the recommended amount of water through the whole detox and through the whole cleanse, for these 3 days, you really need to drink the water during these 3 days, because the water helps flush your vagina of the bacteria and the toxins. So, oh my God. She said, funny story, sent a picture of my pearls when they first came to a state prison and the guards thought they were pictures of drugs. She said the picture was confiscated. I called and let the guard's wife know about it. Yeah, well, at least y'all sharing the information. Hey.
Make sure you give them the right site.
Yeah, make sure you tell them to order from YoniPearls.net. But that's what's up, though. And it is a drug. People think that, only chemicals and did I ask that last question? Okay, 3 days in, 3 days out, 3 days until you can cleanse again. And I'll post the directions once we get off of live. But thank you for sharing. Even though it was confiscating, you might have got in a little trouble, but I appreciate you for sharing. And thank you for everybody who shared with other goddesses, because why wouldn't you want your sister to have a nice fresh box. She said, do you wear a pad or a liner while detoxing? Yes. In the first 3 days that you have your pearls inserted, you may, some of you do, some of you don't. Like I said, each vagina is different. For the first 3 days that you have your pearls inserted, you might detox through the pearls. You might see tissue, you might see mucus, you might experience discharge, and that's totally normal, because those are the herbs working, doing what they need to do. So if you do experience, if you have your pearls in for the first 3 days and you experience any of those two things, if you experience discharge or, tissue coming out or yeast or mucus, then wear a liner. But usually you don't have to wear a liner until after those, until you remove it. For those 3 days, you'll have to wear a liner. So 3 days in, you may have to wear a liner because you might detox through the pearls. And then after you remove the pearls for those 3 days, you're definitely going to detox for another 3 days. So make sure you wear liners and make sure you're drinking the recommended amount of water to help flush out the detox. Please drink the recommended amount of water. Okay, because if you don't, you'll have itching, the detox will stay there. You'll say, it's stuck and all this other stuff. Please drink the water. Please, okay? How many days should I wait to use it after my cycle is finished? So the best time to cleanse is either 10 days before your cycle starts, or 3 days after your cycle ends. And when I say ends, it has to be completely gone, like no sign of your cycle, no dark brown, reddish, none of that. It has to be completely clear before you start your cleanse. And don't wait to start your cleanse if your cycle is about to start in the next 4 or 5 days. Please make sure that you're detoxing at least 10 days before your cycle even starts, or 3 days after your cycle ends, okay? Thank y'all for all the love. Y'all are awesome. So I'm gonna cut this live short. What? Because you're looking tired, I gotta put my.
What I gotta do with you?
You just gonna cuss me out in front of the whole live, dog?
That's how I talk.
Oh my God. And they give you love for that.
That's all too.
Oh Lord. Alright, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask your questions. No question is silly or stupid or nothing like that. So feel free to ask your question. Yeah. Now everybody laughing. Now you happy? Alright, so that's my husband. Actually, if you're not following us, you can go follow us at We Are The Jameses on Instagram. You wouldn't, probably by the way he was just fussing at me just now, you wouldn't know it, but we're happily married. We've been...
That's just how I talk, everybody.
Lord. But we've been married. She said, love y'all. Well, we've been married. Our 5-year anniversary is coming up on June the 12th. So we're excited about that. And go follow us. We're on Instagram at We Are The Jameses. And we have relationship empowerment DVDs and books if you're ready to get married and, have a successful relationship. We basically took all the arguments and fights that we had in our marriage and we made rules about them, and that's how it works. So if you're interested in that, you can go check that out. And we also have our second book teaches you how to build and brand your own business. So if you're ready to be an entrepreneur, throw yourself out there. If you need the steps to get started, we're here to help. All you have to do is go to youngblackandmarried.net or just go follow me at We Are The Jameses. She said, thanks, you're nice enough to answer all the questions so peacefully. Because I know y'all have questions. I mean, like at the end of the day, this cleanse, it can be intimidating. Like she was saying earlier about the detox result pictures, it can be very intimidating. And I want to just make, she said, y'all make me see pure love in my relationship. Oh yes, all this love. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, I want to definitely share the information with y'all. And I mean, I know y'all gonna have questions. Y'all not gonna understand, certain things. So I'm definitely always here for questions. That's why I started doing a live every night. And also in the DMs, if you got a question, feel free to DM me. She said, are you still offering the charcoal tooth powder, the charcoal toothpaste and mask? Yes, we are. If you go to the site, if you order from Yoni Pearls, we still do have the two products that she just asked about. We have the charcoal tooth whitening, which is all natural as well. Keeps my pearly whites light. This is something that YoniPearls.net is, it's totally 100% natural, and it actually does work. Like I said, I used it myself. And also the deep cleansing black face mask. It basically detoxes your skin, tones, tightens, helps remove those blackheads, and it's a product that we actually use. I actually use it myself. So you can definitely get both products as well as your cleanse on the site YoniPearls.net, or you can go follow charcoal tooth powder, and you can order it there from there as well. And if you order from Charcoal Tooth Powder, then he's also giving away the free charcoal toothbrush as well. So, and he ships daily. So if you're interested in that, go follow him at Charcoal Tooth Powder. So yes, and as well as the other products on the site, other than the Yoni Pearl Cleanse, which is $19.99, which is a vaginal detoxing, super easy to do. It comes with directions. Even the directions and the ingredients are listed on the back. And if you want to see a full list of that, it's available on the site YoniPearls.net. And we also have other products on there as well. The charcoal tooth powder and the deep cleansing black face mask. I know y'all been seeing it everywhere. So cop from your girl. And also the YoniVerse is on there as well. So if you have questions about, if you want a better understanding of this whole cleanse and the detox process, then you would definitely want to get a copy of the YoniVerse, because it basically tells you what to expect during your journey. And I really want everybody to go get the ebook, because I want y'all to understand and really grasp the concept of the cleanse and what's going on, and just learn and educate yourself. So, you know, you won't DM me if you have itching because you will know that's a side effect. Or you won't get alarmed when you say, hey, I have stuff coming out of my vagina, when you know that's a side effect. Or if you say, hey, you know, I removed my pearls and I didn't get any detox, you would know that, you know, you're going to detox over the next 3 days. So, I encourage everybody, it's an ebook, you can read it right from your phone, you just download the PDF, it has review pictures, everything. So you can get it at YoniPearls.net, and it's only $5. $5. I'm not just trying to get $5 out you. You know, I ain't trying to sell you, I'm trying to tell you. I want you to educate yourself, and you can read it while your cleanse is on the way. She said, my king over here, like, baby, you gonna do that? Do it. The cleanse? Tell him, yes, honey, you need that cleanse in your life. What do you mean? Thank you. I plan on purchasing a package. Support black business, black love. She said black business, and you get 2 black business for that, okay? I'm trying to tell you. All this love on the timeline, though.
Stupid.
So I appreciate, you know, all of y'all loving, y'all support, and, you know, even helping out with the trollers, and, you know, just the people leaving negative comments and just being rude and mean. And, you know, I really appreciate y'all support, and this is a platform for positive vibes only, because I will block that ass real quick. Like, you ain't even, you know, watch what you say on my page, because I'm easily insulted. So and I don't want to take anything that anybody say in offense, but sometimes I do, because I'm human. So make sure, you know, it's only positive vibes and good intentions on the page, because I would really hate to block anybody, especially, you know, if you really wasn't doing that. So and if you got questions, we got a few minutes left on the live, so make sure that you get your questions in. Anything that you gotta ask, don't be scared. Only a few minutes left, because I always like to ask questions at the end of the live. So come on, get your questions back. Ask your questions. She said, I totally support. You sound like me. Yes, and I appreciate your love and your support, and congratulations for winning the Mother's Day spa giveaway. Your giveaway items will be on the way soon. You can get your cleanse on, girl, and tell him yes. Trust me, he's gonna enjoy the cleanse probably a little bit more than you will. That's just keeping it 100, because the cleanse, like I said, it makes you tighter, it makes you wetter, and it does increase your sex drive. So the sex after you cleanse is gonna be like amazing, and a lot of y'all have already expressed that, you know, very detailed, might I add. But I'm glad that, you know, everybody is enjoying their cleanse, everybody is having good cleanse results, everybody is sharing, everybody is caring, and I'm always here, you know, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, you know, even, I mean, y'all say, oh, I don't mean to bother me, you know, like, if you got questions, just ask, DM me, like, feel free to DM me, you know, it's nothing. I'm always here for questions. I'm really bad with the email. I'm working on it, but DM me. I'm always on Instagram 9 times out of 10. So just DM me if you got questions. And I just want to thank y'all for sharing and for joining the live chat. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and y'all still on the live though. So I appreciate all y'all love and support, and just oh yeah, send them, girls, send them. And thank you everybody just for sharing, you know, with your family, your friends, your co-workers. I appreciate the support. I mean, like, we would really be nothing without y'all. Y'all show support, y'all follow, y'all love, y'all shop, all of that good stuff. You know, y'all be having my back. Y'all quick to bite somebody's head off before I will. So I appreciate that. You know, that my yummy squad is behind me. I really do appreciate that. She said, thank you for sharing such a positive thing. Most people, when they're discussed, have a good night. You too, love, peace, and blessings. And, you know, I appreciate your love and your support, and you do great and amazing things. Sending you nothing but positive energy and positive vibes, love. She said, I'm wide awake even though I'm tired. Lupus was messing with me, insomnia. Well, I'm sending you positive vibes and some Z's over there. Send a little sand over there for you, girl. But I only have like a minute and some change left on live. So, like I said, you can go get all the products on the website, yummyyonipearls.net. You're welcome, love. Thank you for always loving and supporting. Give me a hug. Thank you for always showing love and support. And, you know, if you guys got any questions, you know, feel free to DM me. No question is stupid. No question is silly. No question is dumb. None of that. So, you know, make sure that you feel free to express whatever's on your mind. And if you got questions about your order, just send me a DM and I'll check on it for you. Now, if you keep in mind, processing is 2 to 7 business days and shipping is 2 to 5 days. And please check your email if it has been 2 to 7 days since you ordered, business days. Check your email, check your spam, your junk, or your bulk mail for an email from Pitney Bowes. It'll have your tracking number in it, all of that good stuff. So, you know, thank y'all. I love it. I appreciate y'all. You want to tell them you appreciate them?
I appreciate y'all too.
He appreciates you too, goddesses, okay? And we appreciate the love. We got like 10 seconds left on live. I'll try to keep the live going every night between 10 and 11. So make sure you join me. Peace and blessings. Praises to the goddess so soon.